on to some more bright lights. This is case number 2. We'll just go quickly over. From case number 1, we got a Evo Telescope, Evo Sentry, Evo Charging, Evo Cog Splitter, and a Warband of Bologna, right? So not the greatest pulls, right? Just the expansion slot legendary, and then just 4 pretty generic cold foils. Now the Telescope is obviously the worst, despite being rare because it is made for UPF, but what can you do? I think we did have decent pulls with Majestics and the expansion slot Majestics, but overall, I am not too sure how much of this I really want to open, right? Because again, the set, while it's been better than what I expected it was going to be, at least in terms of my interest for it, I don't really care to open much of it, right? Because by this point, we're really at just buy singles if you want singles, especially if you want to collect, say, the expansion slots. So sifting that way is kind of meh. What is this? This is Japanese. That's fine, right? That's the other weird thing, right? This is the first time where I haven't gotten a clear cut Belgium or Japanese. I've gotten just a mixed bag across the board. Usually, obviously being here in Oz, we have been getting the Japanese for the longest time, for the past 3 sets. Like, Dusk Dawn was all Japanese, Outsiders was all Japanese. This, though, had some places give me Belgium, interestingly. But yeah, bright lights. It's not bad set. Again, we've done, this is the 2nd case on the channel. I've done 2 cases with my partner, right? So we've had our fun there. We've gone all the rares and the commons, so there's not really much need for that. Oh, God. I think these are also statically charged at the moment, right? Because they're just awful. The feel at the moment, again, I much prefer the Belgium cards, but in saying that, I am allergic to the wax coating, so it's meh. Okay, I don't even care about the foils at this point, right? They are gorgeous to show off and look at, but we are basically just sifting for Majestics and the expansion slot. Everything else is fleshed out. Again, 1 case usually gets you your whole common playset. 2 cases would most likely get you your rare playsets, and then after that, you're just fishing for different things. And again, given the rarity switch up and the expansion slots, I hate to see it. But hey, it has potential. But yeah, given the rarity switch up and everything like that, I didn't check for M's. You know, there is very little point in opening the packs. So I have, I think, 2 cases aside from this left. I'm probably not going to bother getting more. Usually I end up doubling down for whatever reason and getting more. I think Dusk Till Dawn was the worst. Right? I think I ended up opening 20 cases or so altogether across what was actually on the channel and what wasn't. Oh, but bright lights. Again, by no means a bad set. It's just a divisive set, right? You either like mech or you don't. Let's fix that up because that is a bit too close. Right? I like to see the shininess. Oh, how about there? There we go. That's perfect. I like to see the shininess, but overall, eh. But yeah. Play experience, definitely a step up. But even with everything going forward, I don't know how much I am going to crack sets, in all honesty, right? Because if this is the model going forward, right? If heavy hitters is a 1-class dynamic, or even just 2 classes, or it leans heavily again still into the draft mechanic and the rarities make it awful to hunt, I might just give everything a miss, take whatever I'd usually spend, and you can most likely buy your whole master set easily with that. So yeah, bit disappointing because obviously I like opening the card game, but I mean, everything's just gone downhill in terms of collectability, has it not? Cold foils are not the big chase item of a box. Legendaries, right? They need to be playable, so that's fine that they tank in value. But at the same time, why would I hunt for them? Especially at the drop rates. And then Majestics as well. I'd love to get playsets of Majestics. If it was feasible to get playsets in, what do we work it out? I think there was 2 cases to get the right number, right? But not realistically, are you actually going to get the Majestics? Oh, Steel Soul Controller, that's a good one, right? Actually, no, it's not. That is the worst piece, is it not? Because no one cares about the effect because it's too slow. It's your 2nd turn of draw, unless you have the head, and then with Singularity, you only ever get 1 card. Well, you only get to use 1 card straight away. It really should have been the 4th card of the top, not the 5th, right? So you can still draw into it first turn you play it. And then with Singularity, you can take advantage and get both of them if you have the headpiece. Instead, it is the 5th card, and I think that little minor thing makes it really, really worse. Alright, almost halfway of my ramblings. We get a Grinding Gear. God, I love the concept of this card, especially with System Reset. But, you know, it's not the playstyle of Fab, unfortunately. So yeah, heavy hitters, right? Depending on how it's actually structured, I'm hoping that, in all honesty, right, despite my gripes about opening to collect, if they stick with the draft model, that's fantastic, right? That is what they should really be aiming for. But again, it just really devalues my incentive to participate in opening. Participating in playing, it probably incentivizes me to be a bit more proactive. But yeah, in terms of buying as much as I usually buy, even holding onto the product long term, I don't put any value in Bright Lights, right? Yeah, it will have nostalgia drafting way into the future. But even that, right? The nostalgia drafting will be for people who want to play mechs. It won't be for everyone. So, I mean, yeah, I don't value holding on to it. Even Dusk Till Dawn, I was a bit iffy, but I kept, I think, 2 cases to hold on to. But even that, I'd say, is kind of meh. I mean, what can you actually do with it, right? There's nothing super high value, because once Prism goes out, then all the angels are worthless, unless they bake it back in. But then how are they going to bake it in? Are they going to do this, that? It's just, yeah, I wouldn't bank on the longevity of those sets. How long are we actually sort of speeding through this? Fine. So what are we missing? I'm yet to see extended arts. We have our legendary. We have 2 expansion slot cards. We have an actual decent pile of Majestics built up, which is nice. But, oh, the other thing, that's the other issue I want to talk about. Comping, right? Because I think there has been some discussion about the difference, Belgium, Japanese, whether or not there's potential comping. I know all the expansion slot legendaries I got in the 3 cases I have done, right, which all came from the same store, were all Belgian print, right, not Japanese, Belgium, were Warband, Shriek Razors, and no, I think it was just those 2. Yeah, those were the only copies I got, right? So obviously that is disappointing, because I want variation. I want to actually collect and complete a set. So yeah, I don't know. It feels bad, right? But again, they are emphasizing draft over collectability. And at the end of the day, even if they did randomization completely right, there's no way to tell, right? So I'm sort of just complaining over spilled milk, and, well, I don't need to. Again, it's fine overall. Adaptive plating is only really the one you don't want to pull until, you know, we get something that makes it awesome, and then it becomes, you know, the most desired card of Bright Lights. Nothing really great in this back half. And also, that's the other thing. I'm very sick of the bulk, right? It's just, it's awful. I hate having to go buy, you know, the white storage boxes after every release, just so then I can pile them up and do nothing with them, because no one really wants them. Selling bulk is not a good thing, because obviously everyone has bulk, and while it's impactful in a lot of other card games as well, it's not as, because like even in Pokemon, for instance, like people like to collect Pokemon sets. Already Dead, right? I think this is actually decent. What was it? Contract banish, non-action cards. So 50-50 on that one, basically. Prey Silver. When this hits, banish the top card of the deck and a defending card, but it's 2 for 6. And a defending card. Ah, okay, so that's the good thing. The defending card goes as well. So are there that many decks that cycle back defense reactions? Again, I'm not well-versed in Class Constructed. I'm starting to get well-versed in Blitz, right? We're playing a bit more. But Class Constructed is still out of my depth for now. Alright, that was a so-so starting box, right? Adaptive plating as our... Ah, this is a cold foilless box. Right, unless I've missed it. I will sift through, but I think it is cold foilless. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Majestics as well. Right, so that is 1 expansion and 6 normal, so we're on point for that. But then again, they're not the greatest, right? For what we could find. Still, I think there's a lot of new cards. I don't have that, I know for sure. Again, my whole objective is just to fill out a binder. I don't have Already Dead, I'm pretty sure. Toxic Gang Shot, I do think I have. Heist, I don't think I have. And then these 3 I do. Yeah. I will quickly look through that pile just to see if I have missed the cold foil. I didn't do too great of a job. I couldn't find it though, so if you did see it, let me know. But otherwise, yeah, my first cold foil-less box, and that is not a great feeling at all, right? Because they're meant to be the collector piece items, so that's kind of, you buy a box, you get cold foil. But that's been happening for ages, right? I'm not getting cold foil. Where are my sleeves? Here they are. Yeah, so, and marbles, that's the other thing in this set. They're so-so, right? It's an alt art border, nothing else. And even the border, it's not really distinctive like Dynasty. So, you know, meh. I don't know. Again, I like what they're doing playstyle-wise. I am more invested in mech than I thought I'd ever be. But collector-wise, it's just, this sort of is spelling the end of the road, I think, for my opening fiascos. Fiastics? You know what I'm trying to say, right? Definitely not gonna open as much as I normally would, right? I feel like that's not a sentiment I'm alone in, interestingly enough. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See ya.